finally on our way to Gibraltar.
It should take about 1.5 hours to drive there from Benalmádena. It's just outside Malaga. So let's see how it goes.
Did you pack the passport?
I did. I'm not sure if we need them, but I packed them anyway just in case.
Thank you. 24 hours in Gibraltar. That is not very long.
But it's not a very big city. I think it's about 33,000 inhabitants, so we should be able to cover it in 24 hours. So far we have been passing 3 toll booths and we've paid about 15 euros so far, and we've been driving for 30-35 minutes, so it's quite expensive to drive on the toll road. You can choose to drive on the beach road as well. It's a more scenic route, but it takes way longer than the road that we're on. See if we can find a parking. We pre-booked a parking space. There are supposed to be free parking somewhere here close to the border to Gibraltar, but since we didn't know exactly when we would arrive and if there were any parking spots free, we choose to prepay parking. So it's about 15-16 euros per day, so it's quite affordable. It's just a matter of finding it. We're still on the Spanish side, and one of the things that I'm looking forward to the most is actually crossing the border, because to do so you have to cross the runway of the Gibraltar airport.
Too bad. I wanted a stamp in the passport. Didn't get one. Hola. So, are we actually in the UK now?
We're gonna do that the whole day. We're gonna offend a lot of people.
You think so? Come along.
At some point today we're gonna end up all the way up there. The time is 10:54 and we're crossing the border. So our 24 hours in Gibraltar starts now.
So this is actually the runway? I heard the runway was 1.8 kilometers long and you need a specific certificate to land here.
This feels so wrong and so weird standing on the tarmac. As soon as you enter Gibraltar you notice 3 things. First of all the road signs are in English. There are a couple of British telephone booths, probably put up for tourists, but there seems to be working payphones in them. And it got really windy, so we got the British weather as well.
Before exploring, we are refilling, having some lunch at the main square. I think it's quite expensive, but I hope it will be good.
And all the prices are in pounds.
So when in England, in UK, you order a full British breakfast, and do you know what? It's vegan! Super!
So we have some vegan sausages, tomato, hash browns, some baked beans, mushrooms, toast, and I don't know what that white thing is. Butter, perhaps. It's a good thing we shared, because that's half a plate you're having. We didn't enjoy that at all. We have 3 hours until we are checking into our Airbnb. And it's a good thing that we're gonna do a lot of walking today, because that was a really hefty breakfast or lunch.
Brunch!
I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot more steps than these today. It's quite a walk to get up to where we're going. We're heading for the World War II tunnels, and apparently it's a nature's reserve, so you have to pay an entrance fee of £16 to get in. And since we don't have that much time, I just texted the Airbnb host and asked if we could check in later. And she's already responding.
Well, like I said, they are
super,
places.
no problem.
So I'm going to try and...
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So this is the plan. Right now we are here and we are visiting the Moorish castle first, and then we have the World War II tunnels, the Great Siege tunnels, and then we're going all the way up to the Skywalk, the Mediterranean Steps, O'Hara's Battery, St. Michael's Cave, Windsor Bridge, Ape's Den, and then we are back into the city.
That's so cool. We actually crossed the runway. This is just warming up, getting up on the rock.
And that's where we're going. This down here is the city of Gibraltar. This here is Spain. And over there in the distance, in the mist, is Africa and Morocco. It's pretty cool.
So when the Moors recaptured Gibraltar from the Spaniards in 1333, they built this tower, and it has been standing here ever since.
You're so knowledgeable. And there is a big sign there saying just that.
You can film up to the entrance, but inside there's you can take pictures, but not but no filming.
No filming it is.
Kind of eerie place. The tunnels kept going so long, and it's eerie knowing that people lived down there during the war. I mean, outside here it's a beautiful nature, and in there it was very cold and damp.
First monkey encounter.
They're so big.
So this was constructed in the 18th century. I wonder if this thing was here then. I guess it's this guy who is shouting halt. I actually walked by before sunrise. I knew what was going to happen. That's why I was recording it.
Thank you.
So these tunnels were basically used when Gibraltar was under siege. So the British has captured Gibraltar, and then the Spaniards were trying to get it back, and this was the last point of defense, I guess. We're trying to figure out which way to go here. And we keep moving upwards.
So there are different kind of paths depending on what you're interested in. And I think we've been following the history buff for a while, and now we are heading upwards on the green nature lover path. Okay, we choose the nature lover path since I am a nature lover, but we are heading up towards a challenge. We must pass a family of monkeys, and they're sitting there blocking the street looking at us. I'm quite scared. I'm so scared. They're up in the tree as well. Oh, we can pass here.
Hi there, little friend. Okay, let's gently just pass by. Don't mind us. And that's our next stop, the Windsor Bridge. But first we gotta pass the Ape's Den. You looking forward to it?
Here we go. Such a good time here taking a bath. I actually kind of like them again.
We're coming up on the Windsor Bridge. It's kind of like a very tiny suspension bridge. Here it is. You can actually feel the bridge moving while you're walking on it.
The older I get, the more vertigo I suffer from. And this is okay.
It's quite the drop.
We have finally made it to the St. Michael's Cave. And we're making a pit stop, bought a lot of water, something to eat. Please take this piece of advice. Bring water. It costs a fortune up here and you need it if it's hot. And please bring a hat.
We're on the right track. Let's go.
Wow.
And this is actually pretty amazing. Oh. Look at this.
Wow. I really enjoyed the light and music show. I think it shows the very strength of nature and that we need to be conscious about the power of nature and how to take care of the planet we call home.
And we made it. I think this is as far as it gets when it comes to vertical climbing, at least. Final steps.
Oh. Wow! Oh, look at the view! Oh.
So this is it. This is what it looks like from the top of the rock. That's one big gun. This is kind of cool. You can actually go inside the turret. So those are the shells, I presume. And we're on our way to the Mediterranean steps. And it's a really narrow path. I hope we're on the right track here. It doesn't seem to be here. couldn't find the Mediterranean steps. I think we were at the right place, but somehow we could not find where they were. So now we're heading back down, and I know there's been a lot of aerial shots in this vlog, but just look at this view. It's stunning.
Another beautiful thing about this rock is that there are hundreds, thousands of butterflies flying around the whole rock. They are lovely, big ones, like little birds. So pretty.
Was it worth the climb or the hike up here?
Oh, definitely. It's what a day, what a great day. I feel good now. You always feel good when you achieve your goals.
And it's so much easier walking down than up. Heading for the skywalk. This wall here are actually the stairs down to the ape's den. So that's where we're headed. Well done.
My legs are shaking. We just checked in at our Airbnb and we are actually sharing it with the person who's living there, a very, very nice girl. And she showed us the pool area and oh my god, look at this! We are going to relax for about 20 minutes, half an hour or longer, I don't know. But how lovely to take a swim after today's hike.
On a scale 1 to 10, how good is this?
Oh, it's just lovely. Plus 12. Let's get into the jacuzzi.
That was literally one of the best pool areas I've been at in the residential area. I could easily have stayed there for the rest of the evening.
You almost fell asleep in the jacuzzi.
It was so nice after a long day of hiking. My whole body is aching.
But my tummy is aching. I really need to get something to eat.
So that's the plan. We're gonna go and get something to eat, and then we're gonna go back down to the city center to see what it's like in the evening.
Oh, I am so full. We just had a great meal at one of my favorite restaurants, Wagamama.
And I think we're gonna call it for today. I think we're both super tired. We've been here for about
10 hours.
and we've already done most of the things that we set out to do when we came here. So I think we're gonna have a good night's sleep, and we still have a couple of hours left tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Good morning. It's day 2 here in Gibraltar, and it's already 8:45, so let's see how much we can squeeze in today before we need to pick up the car again in about 3 hours. First of all, we're gonna get some breakfast.
Sunday breakfast is yogurt, a banana, bread baked yesterday, and some iced coffee. Perfect!
The plan is to catch a bus to take us to the most southern point of Gibraltar, Europa Point.
A bus, because no more walking today. How are you feeling today, Håkan?
I am so sore in muscles I didn't even know that existed in my body. How are you?
I'm quite okay, actually, but you were the one who carried the backpack yesterday. So for me, it's only my calves for the stairs going down.
Hence the bus. And once we've been there, the plan is to take a bus back up into town and try to find a beach that we could visit before leaving Gibraltar. I think we found a bus stop. Now it's just a matter of finding out which bus to take. We are here and we're going here. So number 2 it is. Morning. You're making a lot of noise sitting down.
I can't believe you wore this the whole day yesterday. You are amazing.
I wouldn't say amazing.
You're strong.
Strong, grand. Maybe amazing is
Take
the
a seat,
correct word.
please.
So round ticket is €3.30 per person, and they only accept cash. But you can pay in euros, otherwise we wouldn't be able to take the bus. So this lighthouse here is on the most southern tip of Gibraltar, and we think it's the most southern tip of mainland Europe as well. So this is where Europe ends. And right over there is the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. And right up there, behind the beautiful mosque, is where we were yesterday, on the top of the highest peak. I think this is actually the last square inch of mainland Europe. You cannot get any further to the south. And we're catching the exact same bus that took us here. Very efficient. One more bus to
Catalan Beach. This is so adorable. Colorful houses, a lot of flowers, very cozy.
And everywhere you look is a small alleyway. So we're back at the airfield and we're crossing the runway once again, and that means we're also crossing the border back into Spain, which means that our 24 hours that turned into 25 hours, because it's 11:47, has officially come to an end.
I really enjoyed it.
Did we figure out whether Gibraltar is a country of its own or is it a part of the UK?
I think it is a part of UK, but still it's on its own in one way.
It's a territory, so it's not in the official country count.
Thank you, Gibraltar. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. See you again next Sunday.